What it be true, Timus here. Since I'm doing my reviews for the Coen Brothers movies because of Tragedy Macbeth, boy, every good director always has their bad day in the office. All right, Steven Spielberg has had his bad day in the office. Martin Scorsese has had his. Loads of directors has had a bad day in the offices. So here's my review for the film that was pretty much the Coen Brothers' bad day in the office, and that was their 2004 not so good movie of the Ladykillers. Sorry about that. Now, the Ladykillers is actually a remake of a 1960s, what's the original 1960s, something like that, 1955 film. All right. Now, the original, of course, the original actually had Obi Wan himself, Al Guinness, Pierre Sellers, and all. But the Coen Brothers decided to go ahead and do a remake that had a really cool cast. You had the likes of Tom Hanks, Marlon Wayans, J.K. Simmons, and all. And holy cow, this movie sucks. It's horrible. Definitely the Coen Brothers' worst movie they've ever put out. I mean, Hudsucker Prodigy, that was okay, I guess. The one with George Clooney and Catherine Zeta-Jones, I decided not to my review for that. I incredibly cruelty, I think that one's called. That one was alright, I guess. But if I had to choose the worst thing they have ever put out, that's The Ladykillers. The Ladykillers is not so funny. It's pretty horrible. I mean, here you got Tom Hanks who plays this professor named G.H. Dora, who's this stubborn gentleman who arrives at the home of Deru, who's like, and so you got this elderly Marva Munson, played by Irma P. Har, who is hoping to rent her extra room to use her basement to rehearse and with his like classical music ensemble, and it's like film musicians. However, are like also criminals, and together they plan to rob a casino. And when Munson learns about their plan, they decide she must also be silent. So they decide to actually they literally decide to try to kill her. So yeah, it's an insane film. I mean, um, like Tom Hanks playing this character is so weird to be honest to see. I mean, yeah, that's a weird role for Hanks. I mean, I love Hanks, but this is probably the worst film, like the worst role he's ever put out. And I'm actually one of the rare folks who's not my Bonfires of So many people said that's probably his worst, but that's more of a guilty pleasure of mine. But man, this movie, the writing is horrible. It does not have some great dialogue. It's pretty much like a live action Looney Tunes cartoon here that just doesn't really sit right. This is pretty much like, yeah, this is definitely the worst thing. And thank God they followed this up with no with an Oscar winning film. So that says something about the Coen Brothers. But yeah, the Ladykillers. Oh boy, I believe this was actually the first movie they did with Tom Hanks. If I'm not mistaken. So yeah, why the Papa Hanks said yes to this is still beyond me. But hey, Papa Hanks got to eat. Anyway, literally, you guys, have you ever seen The Ladykillers? If so, what's up? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for one notification. This is Timmy signing out.